Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today, more Mr. Robot. This is Season 2, Episode 3, Kernel Panic. Like kernel, like corn kernel, or a digital kernel. Panic, Kernel Panic. But it sounds also like a military rank, like Major Pain or Major Havoc. Apologies, that tangent was a little long-winded, but thoughts on the last episode are on the back half of their respective episode. Y'all, I was not really expecting to watch this show just yet. Like when I put it up to the vote between this or The Wire, I really just expected The Wire to smash the poll. So I was not expecting to record more of this. I'm pleasantly surprised. And apparently you all want more of Season 2 of Mr. Robot, but I did get a few comments saying that it kind of lost some people or may have dropped off or gone out into the sticks. I forget exactly how it was worded, but you know, the first 2 episodes of the season were like 44 minutes, and now these next 2 are like an hour 5, and then everything else after that is around 50-ish minutes. So what these next 2 episodes are, I don't know. They are longer though, but I'm only going to do one today. So without any more stalling, this is Season 2, Episode 3 of Mr. Robot, Kernel Panic. Here we go.
Now why would you scare me?
Because I'm starting to see past the mask.
I don't know, like, they keep advertising this show Citadel. I haven't really heard anything about it. I think the only thing I heard about it is, like, no one's watching it, supposedly, but...
Alright, man, explain this to me again. Why are you taking me to an arcade?
Hey, he's back!
I'm trying to tell you, but you don't listen.
Taking you to an arcade? Is this has got to be beforehand, right? He died recently, too, didn't he, in real life?
Open up a freak show / dwarf sanctuary on this land you're about to be at. Slices his wife's throat open, stabs his little kids to death, then slits his own wrist.
Jeez.
No motive was ever determined. She accidentally fell off the bar stool and landed hard on the pool cue she was holding.
Oh.
Went right through her neck. Killed her right on the spot.
What the fuck are you telling me this for?
And then Elliot thought about... Mr. Robot thought about stabbing, I can't think of the boss's name. But then he also got shot in the neck.
Why anyone would want to start an arcade in 2000 beats me, but Ned Beauchamp had in his mind that that's what he wanted to do, so he did.
It's like, yeah, you can stream all these games online or play them on emulators, but there is something to being in a place, you know, with the lights, the sound, people running around.
Hunting rifle and shot Dad in the face.
Jesus.
Now, what Howard wasn't counting on.
And now Elliot and
Mr.
Robot and his dad.
He kicked back
Mr.
so
Robot.
hard he tripped and fell out of his dad's 20-story window.
Everyone who's worked at this place, inhabited this place, bad fucking end at the hands of someone close.
How do you know Clyde?
He was my cellmate. This place made him crazy. He gave me the keys to the joint and made me swear to burn it down before it caused any more ruckus.
I wondered in the first season, I don't know if I left it in or not, like, how'd they get this place? How's it a secret? You know, there's electricity. Who pays the bill? Like,
the public records are in limbo. People down in county don't even want to touch the place. I'm siphoning electricity from the grid. As far as anyone's concerned, it don't exist.
You know you're the best in the game.
Don't try to sweet talk me, motherfucker. I don't need you to tell me who's the best in the game. I invented this shit, okay? Now,
it's my game.
Who's this guy again?
He's a little weird, but he's gonna love this place.
Yeah, rewatching the first season, knowing the relationship between the characters, all of them, real or otherwise, will be interesting to see how the group dynamic flows and who is and isn't actually talking to people. And
When I said I needed
oh yes, good choice to make it a red-colored phone too. It really pops with everything else.
It's good to hear your voice.
It suggests emergency. Urgency. Bonsoir, Elliot. Wow, the mom even has a CRT TV. Holy shit.
Don't tell me you're having second thoughts.
Is he speaking in code? It seems weird.
Oh, how I wish. How I wish.
Does Elliot know about Gideon's death yet? Is that on the news? Is the mom watching that news? Tyrell could be dead and he could just be hearing a voice. I just thought about that.
If you're not paranoid, you need me more than you think you do. We had a deal.
Did we really talk to the most wanted man on the planet?
Why the fuck are you asking them?
Why are you asking them? Christian Slater knows that Elliot was talking to the viewer, to us.
Hi, Mrs. Rue. Oh, I don't know where you at. What the fuck is that smell, man?
What do you think? You see the leaves? Is there like chemistry going on in here, like heavier shit? What the fuck? If it's not suicide, they're gonna get you too. They're gonna be waiting for you, right? Say anything to the mom, or does he just like, oh, I didn't see him upstairs, I'm gonna go. God damn. I mean, he didn't get really close. It could have been a body double. It could have been a fake.
It's gonna leave it to his nephew too. Kid with the burned face, you know what I'm talking about?
The dialysis, I wasn't paying attention to what was on there.
I swear the only way I'm getting through this is having breakfast with you. This could be that year. Yeah, I know.
He always talked about his wife. There is no wife? Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Take it easy with that dosage, cuz. I ain't your keeper, and I damn sure ain't gonna be your reaper neither, you dig?
It's not morphine. It's Adderall.
Oh.
This is your fault.
Bro, I've never had Adderall, but 4 of them, 5 of them, 6 of them, I don't know the 7, the dosage. What are you doing?
When a computer gets hit with a kernel panic, there's only so much he can do. An internal fatal error is hard to recover from. But ODing on Adderall was finally my way of controlling him.
The observers from Fringe.
Did Gideon rat me out?
Yeah, you try to snatch me up, you better have guns on me or multiple people. I am thrashing, kicking, biting, spitting. I am getting out. Can't tell if he's busking or just singing or just a crazy person. I've seen it all when I lived in New York City for a year, but I do wish they would all just be quiet. Yeah, he's got the cup. He's
Did anyone see you?
Just his mom. What did we do?
the intro where we saw the story of how they got the arcade and the history of it. I wonder now, without that connection to it, if the arcade is going to be blown. Oh, we're going to drown him. Oh, cement shoes. Old school, really old school. It'll take way too long for it to fucking cure and settle. And... Oh, fuck me. This is so much worse.
That's it. Get that Adderall out of your system. Good boy.
That is... all right.
I am the scream in your mind.
Oh, baby, this is so bad. He's like, fuck you.
I will not be owned.
Heavy dose of Adderall, but maybe not overdosing, maybe?
Terrible news about your old boss. I hear he was a good man. Very unfortunate when bad things happen to good people.
Like your family, you know.
I want to do Fox instead of Bloomberg. No pre-interview.
I think this is a mistake. Frankly, Fox isn't where we should be right now. Bloomberg is where investors get their business news. And if our goal is to reassure them...
Sit down.
You think I don't know what it's like to be young and have an opinion? Here's how it works. I almost said Missy. Their posture says everything. She's Lish and he's... Nah.
I'll have Marcel make a reservation. You've never had semifredo until you've had it there.
I feel like that's the only time his eyes have drifted.
Bloomberg. It's more appropriate. How a man can change the whole world with a bullet in the right place.
Oh, was that Franz Ferdinand and you know, the kickoff for World War One? Meryl Streep's daughter, the eyes and nose of Sophie Turner,
Alexa,
you know, of
what time
Sansa
is it?
Stark, but then like the head of another actress.
It's forensics. We found his desktop unlocked. Once we're done analyzing it, we'll send over a full report.
Oh, I bet something from the arcade is going to be on there. Or it's been fail-safed. Okay, even better.
Someone was there with the sole purpose of offing him.
You're jumping to conclusions.
What about that Allsafe guy? That's 2 murders in a row associated with this hack.
And the one was like on the baby monitor on the phone to Elliot through Tyrell's wife, right?
We might be getting executed by the Dark Army, and this is what you'd rather be discussing?
It's not the Dark Army.
You're not the only person they've talked to.
Oh, White Rose and Elliot? Oh, her boyfriend.
If they wanted us dead, we'd be dead already. Besides, if you're just gonna end up in Arizona, then being dead isn't that much of a downgrade.
What if they did that to get you all here in one place, to kill you all at one time?
Until then, stop spazzing.
Think about it, Trenton. They're the only two that talk to the Dark Army. Now they're trying to tell us the Dark Army isn't involved.
Gideon's not Gideon. Tyrell's an assassin, that's what I think. Tyrell did kill the wife already. So it's like he does have a kill under his
Life
belt.
is a balancing act. We're all just doing our best. I'm very sorry this happened to you. On that tip, I still need you to fix this thing for me.
Oh, this reveal on the other side of his face.
Good news is, once you bring it back up, you will get your money.
They keep emptying the Bitcoin wallets, and the server keeps crashing, and I don't know how to stop it.
Oh boy. And he knows, yeah. Tag in Elliot. Tag him in.
I could try to convince him again.
Just because you beat a man's face to a pulp don't mean he gonna know what he don't. We need to find someone who can do that migration thing you keep talking about.
I'm not entirely clear what he and they here are up to, but don't spoil it if it's not entirely revealed yet.
It's been 3 days since I slept.
Oh.
He's gone. You heard me?
This is so weird.
He's gone. He's gone. He's gone.
Is it better for him to be crazy but in the real world, or to have this enlightened delusion but be kind of led along, you know, on his leash?
Ran out of the party, pushing old people aside. That's so funny. Was there even a fire? It's classic George. Am I right?
Is it like Speed? Is that why he's not sleeping?
Damn, these dishes look immaculate.
Damn, these... With the little glint, that was a nice touch.
Pretty sure I even found God.
I'm pretty sure I found God. That is the most...
The ball goes into a hoop.
The ball goes in...
Of course.
Of course. It's like Sarah Goldfarb from Requiem for a Dream right now.
You're not buying any of this either.
Are you? But this is the 5th day of not sleeping. I think. The overwhelming fear building.
Pixels of reality fading out. Is that audio backwards? In editing, I'm gonna reverse his audio and see if it says something. The Shining.
That's very weird too. My internal fatal error, from which my system cannot safely recover.
Copy of a copy of a copy. Keep losing resolution, Colonel. Oh boy. Did that say fapping?
You are likable. You are attractive. You are beautiful.
You are going out on a date with your boss, dinner date, seems like. I wish people would just look in the mirror and say, I am full of shit. I am deluding myself. I'm aware of it, and I'm okay with it. Yes, convince yourself, but Don't lie to yourself, that's all I mean. Like, be upfront with what it is. There's like a riot going on outside, and she just...
Hi, Angela. It's nice to meet you.
Jim Chudley, SVP of BA.
just had a fucked up joke, but I'm not going there.
A toast. May new relationships lead to new opportunities.
They've got the whole fucking restaurant. Oh, 2 people in the back, excuse me.
Alexa, when is the end of the world?
Earth is most likely to be destroyed when the sun swells into a red giant in several billion years' time.
Yeah, everything on this planet better figure out a way to move on off-world or it's gonna get fucking torched. Like, the dinosaurs are only extinct because they didn't have a space program, you know? Asteroid detection. They could have done something about it. There was a fun episode of Star Trek Voyager that kind of explored that and suggested that there were intelligent lizards at the time, and some of them did bail the fuck out.
I know you want me to talk about myself, but I don't...
He wrote down the error
The
codes
arrow's
and shit.
almost out of my system.
I've never seen that hand-drawn. It's always a copy-paste scenario, or a B-side.
I want to cry, but I'm so high that I can't.
There was an Indian man working behind the counter, and something snapped in me, and the sun came out, and I knew that was God showing up for me in that moment.
Jesus loves you.
I was following his story
And this was clearly just a test.
until this twist here, this turn. It's like, but Jesus should have been there for the Indian guy. That's what I'm thinking.
Why didn't God help my innocent friend who died for no reason, while the guilty roam free?
Had a plan, works in mysterious ways. You just have to trust.
How about the racist, sexist, phobia soup we've all been drowning in because of him? His followers, nothing but addicts who want their hit of bullshit.
How do I edit this scene? I want to keep it all in.
People think their worship some key to happiness. That's just how he owns you.
And upon this episode, a major viewership stopped watching the show because they're not going to talk about their particular deity like that.
Please tell me I didn't say all of that out loud.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh.
Shit, they did.
That's his Jesse Pinkman kind of ruining the group moment. You're nothing to me but customers!
Angela and I are going to have one more drink.
Oh, of course.
Was it all I promised?
Yes.
Now let me tell you why you don't come into my office and tell me why we don't want Fox over Bloomberg. Look.
3 kids, 2 in college, 1 in high school. Company man, through and through. Saul is the chair of our nonprofit arm. Good man as well. They were both in the room with Colby when they made that grave error, covering up the leak in your hometown.
The subtleness of her smile turning flat.
Both Jim and Saul have been engaged in some really nasty insider trading. There's enough evidence in there to put them away for years.
Brought them all to dinner, revealed who they were, and is giving her the power to sink them? It's quite a gift, or an option.
Whatever you're doing, I don't trust it.
Yeah, a bribe. What's the reason here? People like him don't get to where they are by serving other people.
But the minute you remove emotion from this, you'll do just fine.
He's like molding and guiding her. I'm not saying necessarily understudy, and I don't know if it's necessarily leading towards sexually, explicit. He's definitely laying the breadcrumbs down and like giving her a nudge.
A few weeks of being frozen in my own grief, I woke up one morning, fixed myself breakfast like I normally do, plugged myself into my dialysis machine like I normally do. I started talking.
Why are you telling me all of this?
You and me are a lot more alike than you think, Elliot.
I don't know, talking out loud is a form of grief, and then talking out loud because a projection of yourself is conversating to your actual self different. My real name is Sansa Stark of Winterfell.
I looked through your files. I also know you have arthritis and probably can't roll them yourself, so I can help roll them for you if you'd like.
Some Kim Wexling. Wow, Kim Wexler investigation here.
Yeah, it was tight. Not perfect, but definitely doable.
Did he go anywhere or do anything suspicious? Any small detail could help.
Well, he'd be fooling around with those computers. You guys know that.
Was that error codes print-ups as packing papers? Are you fucking with me? Like, is that her stuff packed up, or he, because he's dead, his stuff is packed up, but wouldn't she just keep it? End of the world party. Well, that's when it happened. At the arcade! No! Oh, that is fucked.
Why did you start writing a journal in the first place?
I thought it was the right answer.
She stayed in the lines, never went above or below the speed limit. Stopped at traffic signs.
Well, you better stop at traffic signs. That's how you fucking kill people if you don't.
And then one day, none of that mattered. You know that bullshit people say about how when you fall, you gotta get up? The whole thing is a fall, a perpetual state of grasping in the dark. It's not about getting up, it's about stumbling.
If I can find the GIF, I'll put it on the screen, but it is life in a nutshell.
Keeping this inside isn't going to last.
Nice! Reveal!
But it's about setting a breakpoint to find the flaw in the code, fix it, and carry on until we hit the next flaw. The quest to keep going.
Kind of like White Lotus said, there's always a deadline, there's always time, there's always something to be done.
Maybe that's all it takes.
Oh, she's going to the
Maybe
arcade,
that's
right?
as good as it gets.
fsociety, yep. Alright, that was the episode. Whew. Definitely felt longer than the other ones, but still good, still quality. Let's go to the outro. Season 2, Episode 3, Colonel Panic. Elliot vows to beat Mr. Robot, but it ain't easy. SMH. Angela sees behind the scenes at E Corp. Shit hits the fan with fsociety. Okay? So even with the murder in fsociety that happened, and with everything else that Mr. Robot is doing, or I should say Elliot is doing to counter Mr. Robot, all that going on, Angela with the information, to me, is the most intriguing part of this episode. Like, will she pull the trigger on it and destroy them and tear those two guys down? Because boss brought her in, they had the dinner, she met him, and then, surprise, they helped, you know, kill your family, essentially. They were on the board, they were on the decision-making team, they were there. I forget her name, but this woman, Meryl Streep's daughter, who's running around and he's found the arcade from the flyers at his house, the mom's stuff, you know, good detective work on her part. I can't figure out what role she plays in the show yet. Like, are they just introducing her as a foil or an adversary to fsociety? I'm pretty sure we saw her in the picture, you know, she was the one woman's house where the alarms were going off and everything. I'm pretty sure they were in a picture together. That was one of the last 2 episodes, so, like, I thought Gideon was going to have a larger part to play. No. And I thought more of the people from fsociety were going to have a part to play. And now they're all running around, you know. And while Darlene isn't necessarily afraid or doesn't think anything, it's kind of like in The Watchmen when a superhero dies. It's like, is someone offing us or going around and killing off an old team? Darlene here doesn't seem to think so. The others do. We'll see where it goes. I've had a hard time wrapping up this outro. I've just been a rambling mess and I can't seem to connect any dots on anything. So we're going to pull the plug on this one. Thank you all so much for being here. I'm looking forward to the next one. And while I don't know when that is, I hope to see you then. Thanks again for being here, and goodbye.